good? Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu said, ever since that day, every time I made wudu, I used to make isbagh. Isbagh means instead of reaching just to the elbow, I'd just wipe a little bit more above. I'd enjoy it. Subhanallah, have you ever made wudu while you've enjoyed every drop that falls? Imagining every drop that falls has a sin on it that is dropping away. Enjoying your wudu like you enjoy ibadah, worship. And not just in performance for salat. Like Bilal radiallahu anhu, when Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam went to Isra al-Mi'raj, and he came back down and said, Ya Bilal, bima sabaqtana? What did you beat us in? Meaning, how come I heard you walking in front of me in Jannah, your footsteps? He said, Ya Rasulullah, I don't know. But at every salat I make wudu, and every time I lose it, I make it again. And he said, this is what the reason why I heard your footsteps ahead of me in Jannah. Ahead of him doesn't mean that he is better than the Prophet ﷺ, but he heard his footsteps literally in front of him, meaning in a distance away. He heard Bilal radiallahu anhu, and he wondered why Bilal radiallahu anhu has a future in Jannah in such a case. My brothers and sisters in Islam, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then felt sicker. This was the month in which he died. And as he was walking down from the Baqi' back to his house, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam felt a strong fever hit him like no fever he has ever felt before. It was on a Wednesday, and it was 5 days before he died, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Around him were some companions, and one of them was Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As radiyallahu anhuma. He said, the Messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, I heard him say that Ibrahim alayhi salam said, Rabbi innahunna adlalna kathiran min al-nasi faman tabi'ani minhum fa innahu minni wa man asani fa innaka ghafurur rahim. Oh Allah, many of them, of the people who were supposed to follow me, about Ibrahim alayhi salam, have lost and gone astray. So whoever follows me is from me, and whoever disobeys you, then you, Allah, are the most merciful, the forgiving. Then he recited the verse about Isa alayhi salam. In tu'adhibhum fa innahum ibaduk. Isa alayhi salam said, oh Allah, if you punish them, then they are your servants. وَإِن تَغْفِرْ لَهُمْ فَإِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَزِيزُ الرَّحِيمُ فَإِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَزِيزُ الْكَرِيمُ. And if you forgive them, then you are the most honorable and the generous. Then the Prophet ﷺ lifted his arms up after reciting these verses. Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As said, then we heard the Prophet ﷺ say the following words, and as for I, Ya Rabb, as for me, meaning if Ibrahim alayhi salam said this in his dua, if Isa alayhi salam said that in his dua, then as for me, Ya Rabb, Allahumma ummati, Allahumma ummati, Allahumma ummati. Oh my Lord, save my nation, save my nation, save my nation. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is farewelling, and the only thing on his mind is his ummah, us. The only thing on his mind are his companions and the generations to come whom he hasn't seen. He is leaving this world, and yet he is so caring for us, as though he knows we are going to go astray, we're going to have hardships without him, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And so he made his famous dua, ثُمَّ بَكَى. He said he started to weep and cry until his beard was soaked with tears. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Jibreel, Ya Jibreel, go to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and ask him what is making him cry, and his Lord knows why. So Jibreel alayhi salam said, Ya Rasulullah, your Lord asked you why you are crying, and he knows why. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ya Rabb, I want you to save my ummah, I fear for them. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Jibreel alayhi salam, tell him, Ya Jibreel, that I will make him pleased for his ummah, and I will not make him grieve over them. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha